Los Angeles, the wonderful city that decided making a massive highway through its downtown was a wonderful idea. Look at all these lovely traffic customers that are totally happy in this gridlocked monstrosity. This is what happens when you are lacking in public transportation and decide to add just one more lane to a massive city in an already gigantic county. If you don't know, Los Angeles is absolutely huge, and it does have, in a sense, a ring road of freeways around it, but because of the size of the city, these freeways cut through the city in just egregious ways. These things are massive. They destroyed entire communities when they were built, and now we are stuck with them. Not only that, but Los Angeles' downtown is a massive, dense corridor that somehow has big parking lots instead of parking structures. That is just absurd. Yes, Los Angeles did not want to become another Manhattan, but it still has a lot of potential, not necessarily for Manhattanization, but maybe for something along the lines of Tokyo, or even some of the southern cities with that ring road around it through expanding that downtown. The network of highways is absolutely huge and cuts through massive sections of the city. And if you don't know, Los Angeles' metro area is like a third the size of Switzerland. That is absolutely crazy. However, if you don't know, Switzerland is known for having some of the best public transit and train use in the country, and that can apply to Los Angeles' metro area just as well. The problem is that we've built so many large highways that are taking the public transit right-of-way that it's made it incredibly difficult, and we surrounded our transit areas with large, inhospitable places instead of transit-oriented development. Now, Los Angeles is improving, the new metro line is expanding, and it has been since the 90s, despite ripping it out in the 60s. With new extensions to the LA Metro D line and A line, that we are seeing an extra amount of attention being put on with all of these transit projects, especially with Measure M having passed in 2016. We're even seeing an expansion of the LA Metro system all the way up into the San Fernando Valley, where it should have been extending to for decades at this point, connecting through the Sepulveda Pass and pissing off all the people who live in Bel Air. Sorry, not sorry. A subway isn't going to end your life. It's just gonna make everywhere more economically viable, which for a city with $1 billion deficit is absolutely needed. All in all, I think LA has a ton of potential. If you drive down those older streets, it does not feel built for the car. But by building all of these highways, we forced the car into Los Angeles. Contrary to popular belief, Los Angeles was not made as a car city, it was made as a suburb city. And by removing all of those streetcars that make those streetcar suburbs work, you get traffic hell. However, the city has a ton of people inside of its metro system that actively take it. It's awesome when you're actually using that metro system. It's relatively clean. It's better than what I saw when I was in New York City, which is very reassuring, but it's not big enough. However, that size problem is mostly because it is a new metro system. It has not had 50, 70, 100 years to mature. It's only about really 30 years old, and it's starting from scratch, which means going forward, they can use all sorts of new technologies and transit experience to create some of the best metro systems in the world, as long as California actually prioritizes making its cities have good public transit, helping fund that public transit, helping make sure that things like CEQA are waived so that public transit can be built faster and easier and more affordable to the taxpayer. Thank you all for watching. This was just a short foray into making more urban planning types of videos. I didn't really have a topic, I was mostly just rambling, so hopefully you'll see a lot of better stuff in the future. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and bye-bye!